Well, hello there. I thought I'd do a quick little video on when is the best time to purchase. A lot of stuff going on in the news lately. Hey, let's wait until the prices go down of houses. Let's wait till interest rates go down. And depending on your emotional situation right now regarding owning property versus renting, there may be some validity to holding off. But from a financial standpoint, I will tell you, it never makes sense to hold off on buying real estate. And here's why. So I'm going to move this over here a little bit. So let's say that you currently pay $2,000 a month in rent. And you want to wait, let's just say a year. You're going to wait a year to hold off on purchasing. Makes sense. A year from now, rates will probably be better. Housing prices may or may not be lower. But let's just say that's a thing. So let's go over here and we're going to change this information over here on the loan amount until we get this to be about $2,000 a month. So let's go $345,000, getting closer to $340,000. So we'll call that even. So a $340,000 purchase, you're going to put 10% down at a current interest rate of 6.75%, probably about right. 30-year mortgage, your payments, principal and interest only, is going to be $1,985. So in 1 year, let's go over here to monthly mortgage data, this little screen here. And what this shows that in 1 year, you will have paid $3,261.19 towards principal. So of your monthly payment that you make every single month, you will have lowered the principal amount in 1 year by $3,261.19 if you only made the minimum payment. So that's interesting and that's exciting. But let's go over to the property appreciation. And a low end property appreciation at 5% here. In 1 year, your property will have gone up in value, by $15,912.08. So I'm going to add that together, 15,912. I'm using my boom, handy dandy high-end calculometer there, so you can see that nothing fancy going on. So I'm going to add that potential property appreciation at 5%. Off of your $340,000 purchase of $15,912, and I'm going to go over here and add in your principal payments that you made, $3,261.19, and in 1 year you will have made, I don't know if you can see that there, probably backwards, but $19,173.27 in additional equity in the property. In 1 year, 1 year you've done that, versus paying somebody else $24,000. So you're ahead by, if this is a loss leader and that's a gain, you're ahead by, 40 some odd $1,000 because this money right here, the money you pay towards rent, only goes towards paying somebody else's mortgage and is not investing in yourself. This money that you pay here, a little bit less on the principal and interest payment, goes towards your equity. Well, let's say, look, you're going to hold off, you're going to wait 3 years. So let's just change this to 3 years here. Okay, so in 3 years, rates may or may not be lower. Housing prices will most likely be higher. But let's just say all other things being equal, let's say the rate at this point has gone down to 5.25. It's not out of the range of question there. So let's see, the monthly rent is $2,000. So we're going to raise the purchase price now to get those two numbers in line. So let's go to $400,000. That's about right. So now in 3 years, you could afford a $400,000 home. And that is going to give you a payment roughly equivalent to your rent payment. This is not taking into consideration that rent goes up. But again, let's look at this. In 3 years, you'll pay $72,000 in rent towards somebody else's mortgage, somebody else's investment property, whatever. Big number. Let's go over here. In 3 years, so that's going to be 36 months. It's going to be this line right here. You have paid $16,062, $16,062.28 plus. Let's go over here to the property appreciation page and go down to year 3, 36 months. Property appreciation of $61,000 plus $61,638.9. So that is a total of $77,701.18 towards your net worth, instead of $72,000 that you have thrown into somebody else's pocket. So the moral of the story is the best time to buy is now. Best time to buy is tomorrow, a month from now. Best time is when you are ready to buy. But if you're looking at from a pure return on investment standpoint, owning real estate as soon as you can and putting as much distance between your owning and renting as possible is how you win the game. So, let's do one last thing just for fun. Let's just say you rent for 30 years, and 30 years going to pay $720,000. We're going to still do that you buy this today, so let's just say that's a thing. So if you rent for 30 years at $2,000 a month, you're going to pay over 30 years $720,000, almost $750,000 in rent. Versus on this regular run-of-the-mill monthly mortgage, if you make 30 years worth of payments, guess what happens in 30 years worth of payments? Your loan is paid off. So you now own your home after 30 years, free and clear, making the same monthly payment every month for the next 30 years. And if we go over here, and again at 5% appreciation rate, in 30 years, that home is going to be worth $1.723 million, more than likely. So again, you could have paid $750,000 to somebody else and have nothing to show for it, or have an asset worth $1.7 million in your pocket. Moral of the story, buy now, buy tomorrow, buy the next day. If all you can do is rent for now because you don't understand or don't appreciate where your current situation is, please reach out. Send me your information. I will talk to you and I will get you what you can qualify for, and we'll get you off into the joys of home ownership. Thanks, Scott. I'm Charles. Have a great day.